What's going on, folks? Shawn here from Enthusiast.com, and this week I have 5 more underrated Wii U games for you. Seems like you guys dug the episode last week, so, it's only fair that I do another episode this week. Some of the games are actually things that you guys had kind of suggested, games I might have missed or whatever. So, without any further ado, let's check out the list.
Deus Ex, or however you say it, Human Revolution Director's Cut is not only my favorite game on this list, but it's one of my favorite games on the console, period. By adding excellent use of the gamepad, this, along with Batman Arkham City, is what third-party games on the Wii U should have been, superior versions. With a million different ways to get through the game and great storytelling, this game took me 40 hours on my first playthrough, and I didn't even touch half of the side quests. If you're looking for a mature experience on the Wii U, look no further than Deus Ex.
Sir, it's Jensen. He escaped.
Find him.
Nintendo Land was a pack-in title, and still is in many bundles for the Wii U, but most people saw it kind of like an extension of a minigame compilation, such as something similar to Wii Play or something. However, Nintendo Land is much more than that, and has some of the best use of the gamepad still to this day. Featuring mini-games from various Nintendo franchises, Nintendo Land has great local multiplayer and even some decent single-player games. You probably already have this game, so dust off your copy, grab some friends, grab some brews, and give this game a try, especially the Metroid level, which is one of my favorites. Injustice Gods Among Us is a surprisingly strong fighting game not called Smash Bros. For the Wii U, but was heavily overlooked due to coming out when the Wii U was sort of struggling. Featuring characters from the DC universe, and even an appearance from a Mortal Kombat staple, Injustice had a really fun fighting mechanic system, and had one of the most interesting single-player campaigns that was more of a story than just fighting random battles. With interactive areas in each level that really add some awesome moments, fighting fans should definitely give Injustice a try. Before we get into the next game on the list though, let's check out this week's Retro Game of the Week. This week's Retro Game of the Week is brought to you by PunchOutGaming.com. From retro gaming to modern, PunchOutGaming.com has you covered. Join their Facebook group for the best sales as well. Link in description.
This week's Retro Game of the Week probably should have been last week's Retro Game of the Week, but I forgot to do a Retro Game of the Week, so, it happens. DuckTales on the NES. You might remember that DuckTales Remastered was one of my 5 games that was underrated on the Wii U last week, and DuckTales on the NES is kind of where it all started. This is when Capcom was pretty much like on top of the world. They were really on top of their game, right before Street Fighter 2 when they were just, kings of the hill. And DuckTales on the NES was freaking awesome, man. The graphics were great, the music was really good, it was really close to, what you would expect from the DuckTales universe. And I love DuckTales, it's a cool show, cool game, cool lore to it. All the characters are great, so if you don't own DuckTales on the NES and you're an NES collector, you're really missing out, because DuckTales is one of the best games on the system, period.
Honestly, Mass Effect 3 for the Wii U was kind of doomed from the start. EA released a trilogy compilation at the same time for a lesser price point for the PS3 and Xbox 360, so this game was a tough sale. Nevertheless, I picked this game up at launch for full price, and I have no regrets. The game had solid use of the gamepad, a huge open world, and really fun game mechanics. With tons of side missions, this game will last you a good while too. Couple this with the fact that the game is commonly under $10 now, and Mass Effect 3 is a solid way to kill some time with your Wii U. The Wonderful 101 is the final game on this list, and I think it didn't see retail success because of the overly quirky nature of the game. However, that doesn't mean that it's not a great game, because it is. Controlling a group of superheroes that have to work together to save the Earth from some aliens, The Wonderful 101 is many Wii U owners' favorite game itself. With a ton of unlockables and 5-player local co-op, The Wonderful 101 is a wonderful game, no pun intended, for the Wii U and a definite must-own for system owners.
can acquire and use.
Alright, and that's going to do it for this week's episode. Hope you guys agreed with this list and enjoyed this list. Maybe learned about some Wii U games that you haven't picked up yet that you probably should check out. As always, be sure to hit me up on social media, give the video a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys next week. I might do another special next week. I don't really know. You know, it's kind of the end of the year / beginning of the year, so news is kind of slow. So, who knows? Maybe I'll hit you up with another special soon. Alright, I'll see you guys next week, though. Later.